We can go.
Lock the doors. Jurgen Klopp's witch is sneaking around the studio. It's not a witch. It's Roberto Firmino without his dentures.
There it is.
What the fuck does that guy talk about? There's a witch in the training ground.
I have no idea.
He gets away with saying
ridiculous stuff, eh?
the dumbest shit, that guy. Welcome to another episode. Working Title FC. You've heard some names. You've heard some voices. Voices have names. The names in my head have voices too. Ryan drinking. Ryan doesn't drink water.
No.
I don't know how he's lasted this long as I...
hates water this much. In the studio, we've got a water cooler. We didn't want to steal Cokes from the cafe fridge, right?
Yeah. No.
The lady's gone home. I said, I'll put the money back, man. Fair trade system, no problem. They didn't want to do it. I said, Ryan, I've got some warm Cokes in the office. Faced with the choice, it's warm today.
Yeah, it is a bit toasty.
It's warm. Early summer. Faced with the choice of ice cold water or warm Coke, Ryan Tinline
took the Coke.
To be fair, Paulo, you did give me a Coke, but it's the no sugar, no caffeine, so it's basically Coke flavored water. That's essentially what this is. And Senzo is actually just taking a sip there.
No, but I had water as well, and I was sitting in.
I'm just saying.
Cooking traffic.
The other man is Senzo, navigating Friday afternoon payday Santon traffic. I mean, people are getting into the... Senzo stays near to nightlife.
Yeah.
You cheese, bro.
This is going to be a dog show this evening.
Oh,
stay out of the drive-thrus. Stay out of the drive-thrus.
Stay off main roads, guys. If you're going to drive, then, guys, Uber.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody told me they were in an Uber, and the guy had a gun. He had a hollowed-out Bible with a gun inside.
What, the Uber driver?
Yeah, the Uber driver.
He's protecting what's his, bro.
He's got to do it, man. He's got to do it. Protecting his faith. Gentlemen. Listen, Senzo and I showed up last week after the 4-0 of Brentford. And we took it. Ryan, we took our lashings.
I'm waiting for it.
Like, man.
So we're back today. Like, we are taking the glory. We haven't had a lot, Senzo, right?
You want this one? Yeah, let's take it.
I want to take it. I mean, who would have thought all professional soccer players need to do? Run around, tackle, give a shit.
Yeah, show that you care.
You know what I mean?
Show that you care, yeah. If you do show that you care, then it's evident.
If you're a Liverpool supporter, you got to worry, though, how a team not in your league. Broken. Wins the game. There was no clever tactics. There was no out-the-box formation.
Yeah.
Drops Ronaldo, drops Maguire, drops Shaw.
That was
4-3-3.
shocking, by the way.
Right?
I thought that was pretty shocking.
What's shocking?
The fact that he left Maguire out and Cristiano as well.
No.
Nah, it's not shocking.
It's not shocking at all, man.
It's not shocking. It's not shocking. Like,
and I see McFred is still...
Dude, do you know what the thing is with United now? Paulo,
Still there.
and please stop me if I'm wrong or correct me if I'm wrong. They can drop anybody and we're just like, okay.
Nothing. I know. It's all about the memes. Casemiro getting showcased before the game. So let's talk a little bit about that United game. Because I want to... If you don't know the makeup, you've never heard us before. So obviously 2 of us support Man United. One of us supports a team that... I mean, were cock a hoop for a very long time.
Yeah, they were dilly, eh?
They were dilly. Now they're not dilly.
Oh,
Right? They wear blue. They're from London.
Yeah,
Yes.
the chickens have come home to roost.
The chickens. And
Romans rubles.
he's like, I'm ready for my lashings. We're like, we'll give you lashings when we feel like giving you lashings.
Snap.
Yeah. Not now.
Oh, he caught a hot one as well.
He's ready. Like, you know when you used to like get jacks at school and you knew the jacks were coming and you all had to sit there and you just knew.
You playing this weekend?
I think we're playing Leicester.
Let's not worry about Leicester. We'll get to you. No, don't leave him off. No.
I just said,
He must sit there. He must sit there and he must wait. So, listen, United beating Liverpool, we haven't done in a long time, is great. All it did,
2018, yeah.
giving a shit. We played better. We wanted it more. You as James, ex-colleague of ours, was meant to join us. I would have loved to have heard a Liverpool supporter perspective of like, you got to worry about how easily you lost a game to a team that just worked.
Yeah.
That was it.
I'm suspicious of James because I did call him yesterday to come through for the episode. And I said to him, you got to speak about this weekend. And he said, no, sir, I do not. I do not speak about the weekend ever, nor will I ever speak about said weekend.
I'm sure he was speaking a lot after the 5-0. In fact, I know he was.
Because he memed us.
Yes, because in our previous iteration, our previous life, he memed the shit out of Senzo and I.
I remember.
He enjoyed it.
No, he did enjoy it.
I had to wear a Liverpool jersey, remember?
Yep. So,
actually, I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
He spoke about it then. So if you don't know, we used to be part of something called the MKT show. It was glorious. We were cock-a-hoop.
We were cock-a-hoop.
We had subscribers. We had cameras. We had fluffers.
It's sponsors.
Yep, sure, okay. And then we flew too close to the sun.
Icarus.
And one of our colleagues on that show, James, and Liverpool supporter, and we had a shirt of hurt bet that if... And that was the 5-0 game. United lost 5-0. Senzo had to wear Liverpool shirt.
I still have nightmares about that.
It's still online.
PTSD.
It's still online.
It is still online.
Oh, maybe Ryan will post that up. Let the people see. Never forget. We must never forget the past, for we will be doomed to repeat the mistakes.
By the way, did you speak to any Liverpool supporters this weekend? Because I heard an earful from every single one of them. Half our players were injured.
What did I say?
I was like, oh my word,
yes,
here we go.
Your squad is the first to be obliterated by injury.
I got to be honest, it did look quite dry at Old Trafford. And windy, and there's a witch. So let's not, guys, witches. Like, I don't want to be fucking with no witches. So Jurgen Klopp, if he says there's a witch in the building, we got to dodge that witch. So Senzo, looking at that Liverpool midfield, you cannot be a legitimate title contender with James Milner. I mean, great servant. You know what? Yeah. United supporters, I mean, it's like he was built to troll United, played for Leeds, played for City, and plays for Liverpool, right? So if there was going to be someone who you're going to hate, it's going to be him. Great servant, really. Jordan Henderson also. First Liverpool, and only Liverpool captain to lift the Premier League, right? So he's going to go down the history books for that.
Well, yeah.
You cannot be serious, legitimate Premier League contenders
if that's your second best.
If you're going to that. With Fabinho on the bench, right? As soon as he came on, the game changes.
Why? That's my thing. Fabinho and Alcantara, if they start, different game.
Alcantara is always going to worry because the guy's just misses a lot of games, though.
Yeah, he does miss a lot of games.
I mean, Trent was off.
Yeah, Trent.
Revolving door, bro, I told you.
Yeah, listen, I think that was probably the one clever thing about United. Tactically, if you get in that space behind Trent, and listen, normally he doesn't let you. Van Dijk's always on song. They're going to cover it. But they're just not clicking, which surprises me because when I watched them in the Community Shield, Charity Shield, season opener, whatever you call it, I thought they looked good.
They planned well. They looked organized.
They looked better, ready for the season compared to City, but it hasn't quite gone for them. At what point do we press the panic button? Surely they're beating Bournemouth at home this weekend. Right?
They haven't played at Anfield, right? This is their first game at Anfield, I think.
I actually think Bournemouth might be a bit of a challenge.
Especially Palace at Anfield.
If they're complaining about injuries and they're still not bringing anyone in from the transfer window. I mean, what, Nunes... Is Nunes playing this weekend?
No, he's...
How long does the ban last?
3 games.
3 games. Got a straight red.
Yeah, 3 games.
So he's out.
Look, Liverpool don't panic, right? They're not going to be like United losing 4-0, suddenly linked to 100 different players. They don't play that game. It's not what they do.
Yeah.
It's not part of the plan. Klopp is stubborn that way.
He is stubborn that way.
Right? He is stubborn as shit. This is my plan, and I'm not going to let this dodge me.
He's like Pep.
It's a witch. It's not witches, right?
Witches. Oh,
remember, it's the witch.
It is the witch.
He's not going to panic. They're not going to bring anyone in. I don't see it. He's just got to navigate another injury crisis. But this, the pandemic season, when they just scraped into the Champions League, he also, went a hell of a long time with half a squad. Van Dijk was out. It was a mess.
Yeah. When Van Dijk did his ACL.
Do you feel he's ever been the same since?
No. I said no. Because they went from winning the league to us. Us when I say us because, we also finished higher than them. We finished higher than them that season.
We finished second. They scraped in fourth on the last day. Yeah.
So it was, was very evident where the problem was.
How old is Van Dijk?
Van Dijk is
29.
He's
I think he's about
30.
into his 30s. I
He's
think he's 30 already.
He's 30.
Yeah.
30, born 1992.
Crazy. Yeah.
He's not been the same since that injury.
No.
And listen, you can't be, right? Thing for Liverpool is that they can go on these ridiculous runs of just winning games. They finish the season
And they're
strong.
relentless. They're
But-
relentless.
Can you keep doing it with the same squad? We said before in our season preview, the cycle is turning,
Yes,
right?
it is turning.
Mane is going. Salah, okay, you're playing to form. I don't worry about
And he
it.
signed a new contract, so if he leaves, then it has to be for big money.
You know, they're changing. They're changing their front line. They miss Jota a hell of a lot.
Yes, they do.
You know, talking. If you're going to miss out, if Mane is going to go, no problem. If Jota's there,
Jota,
right?
come do it, yeah.
Luis Diaz looks scared as hell.
Yeah.
Again, we said in our preview, where you found this, you'll find that preview of people may have figured him out. It's you often find a team who comes in January, a player, right, Senzo?
Yeah, in January, yeah. They figure you out quickly.
Yeah, you come in January, people don't know you, you burst onto the scene. Your first full season, okay. We know
Yeah.
what to do here. I found he hid. He went very wide. He didn't want to get involved. He wasn't giving.
He doesn't want the physicality.
Yeah, Andy Robertson wasn't giving him that cut inside to
Right,
overlap. So I think it affected them. They looked human for a change.
Do you know what I think Liverpool are going to do? What their front three is going to be when everybody's fit? It's going to be Jota, Nunes, and Salah.
Listen, that's awesome. That's a phenomenal front three. As good as anything in Europe.
Yeah, true.
That midfield, bro. And listen, we got
That's the thing.
we got McFred,
Fred, yeah.
Yeah.
right?
That's
So
the
we
thing.
know when
That's
to
where
judge.
That's where the scraps. That's where you're going to see the centre mids in Liverpool start picking up scraps because there are a lot of Klopp's got too many centre mids.
But no one's of top class quality. You know, Ryan, as a man who supports Chelsea, you guys got a lot of good central midfielders. Would you, at this point, in your strongest Chelsea 11, put any of Liverpool's midfielders? Let's talk about the main four: Fabinho, Thiago, Henderson, Milner at a stretch, right?
Because Naby Keita's they. Yeah.
I mean, not interested, right?
No,
Do any of those four get into Chelsea's first choice 11?
no, not at all.
You know what I mean?
No.
Because we're still struggling with a creative midfield. As much as we've got many decent midfielders, I noticed this weekend we lack a lot of creativity in the midfield, and that's why
They too many. They
that's
too
why
many.
I'm pushing for De Jong.
They too many brains in the brain trust. But De Jong's not going to do anything for you guys.
Before we get into that, and just to finish on Liverpool, because really, this is called sticking the boot in. Okay.
Yeah. Honestly.
It's 10 minutes. Okay, let's complete a full rounded 10 minutes. Because the youngster Carvalho, Harvey Elliott, they're not it, guys.
Yeah.
That is not the future of a
Yeah.
centre midfield. There is nothing in the makeup of those two that says these are Premier League midfielders.
Must I tell you where Liverpool made a mistake by letting Gini go?
Of course, man. Hey, and listen, he snapped his leg in half.
Yeah. So
He's-
he's not playing the World Cup. He's not going to make the World Cup.
He's out of the World Cup.
I'm trying to track back where is he? Is he at PSG now, or did he
No, he's
go
at
from
Roma.
PSG?
He's
He went to Roma.
He's
And
Rome.
Oh, he
Roma
went
done.
to Mourinho.
Yeah. And broke his leg before he played his
on
first game.
training.
What's it? 2 weeks?
No, bro.
2 weeks in.
No, within 2 weeks.
Within
yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh,
He-
I
he-
thought you said that he's out
no,
for 2 weeks.
he
No,
haven't
no,
even
no.
played. No, he's out for the World Cup,
Cup.
which you know, God willing, we get to do some World Cup previews. I think that's going to be a massive miss.
It's gonna be dope.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get over to Chelsea because we were talking about a Dutch midfielder there.
Yeah.
Before we don't want to solve problems for Chelsea here. We want to talk about their problems. Okay, Ryan,
Yes.
you play football, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is you get taught this, and it drives me nuts when I watch this, right? This playing out from the back shit, right? You
It's irritating because now it's forced players not to think.
get
Yeah.
rid, Ryan.
Safe. It's safe.
Safety first. I don't care what the game plan is. Like safety first.
You're making players like Mendy. I mean, that's an accomplished goalkeeper.
He's
Looks
a
like an
very
idiot.
good.
No,
Yeah.
he
Looks
did-
like David
he
De
did.
Gea.
He looked
He looks visibly
in the
uncomfortable.
worst form. I mean, I had a couple Chelsea players on our group going, bring Kepa back. And I was like, oh, my word.
Oh God, well, not that bad.
No,
Simmer down, guys.
I don't think so.
But also, they're looking for a centre back so that nonsense doesn't really occur because, like, Thiago Silva's 36, guys, like, or 37. Like,
yeah, he's a temporary solution.
it's
So the problems that came with Chelsea, and I was actually reading something about this in The Guardian the other day about teams playing out from the back, right? So they did an analysis of the whole of last season of teams playing out the back. So invariably what happens is the ideal is keeper goes out to a fullback. Fullback tries to knock it into a midfielder, and then they play it forward from that.
Yeah.
If the fullback gets knocked down or gets closed down, he knocks it forward to the strikers, to the forward line. Defense wins the ball anyway. Goalkeeper under pressure punts the ball in. What I'm trying to make the point of, whether the goalkeeper's taking a goal kick or he's giving it to the left back who then punts the ball forward, why? There's no difference. In this article, there's no statistical difference. Like, just let the keeper hit it long and get away, get your shape. Well, it's taught like that. I kind of feel it's a thing within coaches that they don't want to look like industrial or like not like they're fancy, because if your goalkeeper's taking goal kickers, I'm not.
Nah,
I'm not
silly.
pressing.
That's silly.
And you see these goals all the time. And once the confidence goes at a place like Leeds, and Leeds hate Chelsea.
Yeah.
Not for modern history. Check your history.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. So, like, my thing is as well is you're going to do that against the team that all that encourages, like this passing out from the back. It encourages you to play exactly into the hand of teams that are superior than you with ball in possession. You know what I mean? So if you do it against Man City are going to chew you for breakfast.
Man City will.
They will chew you for breakfast.
But look at Leeds. Leeds are built to be a pressing, quick transition team. Suddenly you, Chelsea, who have everything in your locker, man for man, you're a better side. And you are a better side, okay? You're
head and shoulders.
Chelsea are a better team than Leeds. Okay, I'm sorry. Leeds work hard.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Why would you intentionally compromise yourself over a value or a principle that gets you nothing to allow players who are just well drilled and fit, right?
Yes.
And we know, listen, we've seen in football thousands of times, well drilled fit going to win you a game, right?
Yes.
Doesn't mean you're a better team on the day, well drilled. But why would you give such an advantage to a team who are pumped by the home crowd and going to chase you down all day?
It makes no sense. You can see because Leeds also don't have extraordinary tall or strong players, so you can see what their game plan is.
Well, 100%.
Run
you into the ground.
I felt like Mark Goldbridge when he was watching that Brentford United game, and it's like, it's going to be 3. Oh, God, I couldn't believe it.
So, Ryan.
Yes.
Liverpool don't panic. They're not going to panic. They're not going to suddenly just going to go by a lot of people. United panic. Chelsea looks spooked. Right? What is going on there?
I think you could tell from the Tottenham game that I think we're still shook.
Nah, it's the new ownership thing.
No, well, I mean that, and also with how, the sudden sort of draw we got with Tottenham last week, I think it kind of threw everyone off. And we don't have a striker, and we haven't had one for the longest time.
You've got an 8 million euro guy that
Chelsea, like United have had Roy Keane, right, and a lot of shit since. Yes. Chelsea have had Drogba and a lot of shit before and a lot of shit since.
We also had Costa, who was pretty good. He was like after
for one season, for one season.
But he's not Didier Drogba. You can't.
No, I'm not putting him in the same. But I'm saying he still put the ball in the back of that net. We don't have anyone who's doing that.
But Chelsea's transfer policy looks kind of like, okay, now Barcelona can't sign players. They're like, okay, Barcelona took all our targets. Okay,
so did Man U.
It just looks like Chelsea are going after
everybody.
I mean, Aubameyang's been seen at the airport.
Everybody.
Yeah, he's popped up at the airport.
Do you know what the thing is? Do you know what the thing is though? And I said this because Marina's gone.
No, listen, that whole thing. I do have sympathy with Chelsea supporters to a degree, but of course, when you allow a warmonger into your club,
yeah, honestly, what do you expect?
This is what's going to happen, right?
What do you expect?
Marina, of everything, Todd Bowley and his consortium want to come in. They want to go after Ronaldo and they want to make Neymar and big splash.
Yeah.
They should have put the fucking kitchen sink behind making sure Marina and that team stays.
Yes, because they know how this ship sails.
That was it. Because Chelsea, this thing, change manager doesn't matter because the team. We know what players we want. You're a coach. You're a first team coach. Everything else we'll sort out. Now suddenly they're all over the place. Thomas Tuchel is picking targets. I've never seen. It's just disjointed. Aubameyang. I mean, the guy's obviously going to have to wear long sleeve all the time because he's got an Arsenal tattoo.
Yeah,
he's got a tattoo of the Emirates.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Right?
But I'm not too mad about Aubameyang. But again, it's a temporary solution.
No,
So
but
long-term
if I was
problem we
Aubameyang,
have.
I'd also leave. Like,
So Ryan, what is your long-term solution at Chelsea? Because can they win the league this season?
no.
I don't think we can win. I think we could come so close, but I don't think we
have to gel
with
sooner.
City. I don't think so.
Can you win? Okay, Champions League. Champions League is essentially
Champions
a cup.
League, I think we have
Champions
a
League is a
chance.
cup, right?
Yeah.
But then you're going, right? So you've
But that's my thing. What's the objective at Chelsea? Are they
right.
built to win the league, or are they built to win the Champions League? Or are they
last
built to
season you
win
guys got a
both?
free pass. You got
Yeah,
a free
we'll
pass.
give you that one.
You snuck into the Champions League. Like, great, fine. No hate on you. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what they did, right?
Yeah.
But you just look at this. It goes like, you're talking about Aubameyang. You've got Hudson-Odoi, who is a guy who carries the ball, yet you're chasing this Gordon kid, upsetting Frank Lampard.
And by the way, I read a thing yesterday that they want to send Odoi on loan, and I'm like, oh my word, guys! And then Caliber on loan. Why are we trying to bring in so many when we've got like decent defenders? Like we have.
You should
enough.
you see, for the style of football you want to play, Christensen should still be a Chelsea player.
I've
should
said this
still
from the
be a
beginning. I
Chelsea
was so upset that he left to Barca, and I kind of thought he would have stood a chance because he's American,
No, he's Danish.
and Todd would have.
Christensen's Danish.
Senzo said
Okay.
Christensen. You're thinking Pulisic.
I thought Christensen was American.
No,
He's
Danish.
Oh, okay, no, but I do know about Pulisic.
Check what's in your Coke there, Ryan.
Okay.
Honestly.
Not Coke.
Nothing's
Not
in your
Coke is
Coke.
what it is.
Nothing's in your
He's
Coke.
shook. All Chelsea guys, they shook.
Okay, so
No, we're
then
not shook.
you got excited. You kind of hinted at something just now. Do you guys really get De Jong?
Well, I kind of heard a rumor that Liverpool might be entering the mix for De Jong. I don't know how true that is, but I think we could afford it.
De
But
Jong ain't going
I don't know. I
anywhere.
don't think. Yeah.
You know, so De Jong, the whole thing. Obviously, he's talking shit because he doesn't want to go to United, but you kind of look at the guy. You go, the guy made a lot of compromises. He went into a shit Barcelona team. Now that the Barcelona train looks like this thing's going to go, and they don't want him part of it, it's like, geez, dude. Like, do you really want to stick around at a club
Yeah,
that
that's
so
telling you.
obviously doesn't want you?
That's saying, bro, come on, bro, go.
I would for 400k a week.
Oh, you're going to get that anyway, man. You're going to get that in the
Frankie
Premier
De Jong,
League.
bro.
That's true.
You're
No,
gonna-
no, you're right. You're right.
You're Frankie De Jong,
You're going to get that in the Premier League.
Do you think they would get 400k in the Premier League right
Who?
now?
Ooh,
Like,
Frankie
I
De
don't
Jong.
know. Yeah.
Well, Frankie De Jong's not getting that anyway, but that's what Barcelona owe
Owe
him.
him.
He's not getting that money.
He isn't getting it. Like,
Oh.
bro,
I know
having
they
a
owe him
real-
17 mil. I thought they were still paying his weekly wages.
I want to throw another name at you, and this is Chelsea. You sometimes wonder, teams, they get into these complicated deals just to be seen they're doing something, but, oh, well, it's kind of out of our hands. Like United. I don't believe United were really ever seriously after De Jong, and they intentionally got into a very complicated deal just to be seen to be doing something. It's too complicated. We can't do that. Another one that they got into is Portuguese player Rafa Leão. Okay,
Yeah,
one of the
yes.
outstanding
AC
young
Milan.
players in Serie A. So what happened with Rafa Leão is I've spoken about the story in the various iterations of our show. A few years ago, Sporting of Portugal, the president at the time allowed a bunch of hooligans into the change room. He was found in court.
Yeah.
He had the gate unlocked.
Yeah.
The hooligans went to attack players. So Portuguese, a whole bunch of Sporting players could just tear up their contracts and leave. Rui Patricio, the ex-Wolves, now Roma goalkeeper, William Carvalho, Daniel Podence at Wolves.
Really?
He was another one that went. And Bruno Fernandes as well had his contract. He tore it up, but then he went back to Sporting. And one of the players was Rafa Leão. So Uncle George Mendes goes around, because a lot of them are his players, and gets the money paid back to Sporting. Says, listen, let's do the right thing. Rafa Leão went to Rennes,
Yes.
Right.
In France, yeah.
who refused to pay, because that's the guy's free. He's like, freeze, no contract, one must to pay.
Sure.
And they got ruled that somebody has to pay the 16 million that Sporting would have been owed to him. So now, any deal for Rafa Leão, right, will involve paying this 16 million. So Rafa Leão himself is liable for that. He's got to pay it at some point,
Yeah, at some stage, yeah.
right? But the deal goes, well, if you pay it as whatever buying club, that's cool.
That's cool.
So Rafa Leão comes
Either way, we
with-
get our money, yeah.
either way. So not only do Chelsea have to go and negotiate with the US hedge fund that owns AC Milan, right?
Yes.
They've now got to add 16 million on top of it to pay the fine that Rafa Leão
Incurred.
incurred, right? So again, it's a overly complicated deal to be seen to be doing something for a player that I kind of feel. I mean, Rafa Leao is a fantastic player. I think he's going to be a breakout player in the World Cup. But you kind of got Hudson-Odoi. You kind of got Sterling. You've got these players,
and it doesn't make sense. What's going on?
Seems disjointed. So that's Chelsea. Listen, Chelsea playing in the Wesley Fofana derby against Leicester. How Leicester are lower than snake shit right now. They are just going through the most. No signings.
It's just
it's just nothing. Like Brendan Rodgers lost interest.
Yeah, everybody just seems like they don't care anymore.
What happened to you guys getting Vardy?
There was just a new contract ploy. Have you not seen this before?
No, I'm asking.
Vardy had Man United.
That's why I did not believe Casemiro until I saw him come out at Old Trafford, because Real Madrid players are notorious for invoking Manchester United interest. Oh, suddenly I got a new contract, right? So I think Vardy did that. Wesley Fofana is another one that is, I mean, that price just keeps going up and up and up. The kid's talented, but not.
71 million.
Oh, 73, bro.
73.
I mean,
Can't go to 80.
I mean, come
Pounds.
on. Come on.
Yeah, 80 million pounds.
It's crazy.
Chelsea. Google Harry Maguire. We've been there before.
Don't do it, bro.
Harry Maguire's a damn target as well. I couldn't believe that when I read that.
No, that is.
Listen, reek of desperation.
It is silly season. You know, we're talking about it just before the show started, of like tracking transfer news and tracking stories, and it goes, I don't have time for that shit, right? I follow the Guardian and I follow the Athletic. If they report Fabrizio is fraud.
Yeah, you reckon?
No,
he's fraud.
He is. Last night he posted up an update, right? So what's today? Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Last night he posted up an update saying that no communication has taken place between Aubameyang and
That's why you follow verified accounts,
Chelsea.
man.
But there's pictures of him at the airport on a plane, and he even posted on his Facebook page with a little blue circle that he's on the way.
Aubameyang's a
Did
dick.
he say I'm going to London?
No, but he put the blue circle there.
Are Chelsea.
He did this for Barca last time, don't you remember, Senzo?
But are they that desperate? Are they that desperate
They
for
need someone to
Aubameyang?
pay.
For a striker,
They need people. No, they need people to register. So Chelsea have here's your quick fix. We're not going to play him. We just bought Lewandowski. We don't need him. Also, we need to free up some. We need to move money around like it's like a whirlpool, bro.
Ryan, what do you want to see against Leicester this weekend?
Yeah, I want to see a bashing. We'll try to get our dignity back here.
What have you thought of Sterling so far?
I don't think. I think he's fitting quite well.
Yeah.
I think he just needs a bit more time to warm up, but he's getting into the spots. He reminds me a lot of when he was playing at City. He's really getting there, and I'm kind of happy with him so far.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. He's got the pace. His pace is great, but he's just like I said, he's just not consistent with goal scoring.
At any point, does he look around and goes, "Where's Gùndogan? Where's Cancelo? Where's?"
And you called it, by the way, last week with Gùndogan.
I told you guys. I told you.
That guy's a baller, guys.
We'll get into it. Okay, Senzo, United are playing Southampton. So it's all fine and well getting pumped Monday night at Old Trafford, fucking world falling down around you. And United had no choice but to win. Yeah. And surprise, surprise, when good footballers give a shit, they're going to win games. It's a phenomenal concept, right? Yeah. I'm not impressed by that. I'll be impressed when United play that exact same way against Southampton, against not the same way, because we did park the bus to a degree, but with the same intensity, the same energy, the same drive against Southampton and Brentford and Bournemouth and Crystal Palace and Fulham. That's what you need to do, right? So that's what you need to do. Southampton United I cannot tell you how that game goes.
I also can't.
Because United, either they get buoyed by this, they go, right.
I think they start Casemiro. They have to.
Oh, maybe not. Listen,
but the real question is Ronaldo and Harry Maguire on the bench again?
I don't know.
No, because that was a shock move, and everyone was going to talk about it. That's just headlines, you know.
But you don't change a winning team.
You don't fix it if it's not broken, man.
You know.
So you're saying no Cristiano? So
don't tinker with it.
They got to work their way back in.
Don't tinker with it, bro.
They got to work their way back in.
If it isn't working first half and second half, then we try you, and then if you make it work, then you know
that's it. You don't change that winning team.
You can't, bro.
If Ronaldo gets chucked on last 20 minutes, he's got to score more goals than the guys who are on before him to start earning his place. It's simple as that.
It's simple. It's like
How hard do you think Jorge Mendes is working right now? Because I saw his face when he was sitting there.
Listen,
He was not a happy man.
there are rumors all around Lisbon. There are rumors all around Lisbon that Ronaldo is getting unveiled this weekend, right? It was kind of like incumbent on what group Sporting end up in the Champions League and. So, but who knows? I still have a suspicion Ronaldo stays at United. I'd love him to go to Sporting. He would tear the Portuguese league in pieces.
A new one.
You know, I think Jardel, you guys remember Jardel? Came in Bolton for a little while. He holds all the scoring records. I think
Ronaldo wants a piece of that.
Ronaldo would break all of those. So the Southampton game, you know, Southampton are due a hiding every season. And when Southampton lose, they lose badly and they lose quickly. You know, things unravel. But by the same token, United have been to Southampton so many times.
And it looks so shaky.
And had our asses handed to us. So that can be all over the place. Let's see. It's been a good week to be United supporter for a change.
Do you think Ten Hag was on the verge of being let go if you guys didn't win it? No, I'm genuinely asking, like, what would be the threshold of okay, like, because there was going to be a whole
After
riot
6
of
games,
the Glazers, remember? And then
After 6 games, I would have
Klopp
been
came out and he said, listen, it's not my fault they want to protest. If they're going to protest, I want 3 points. And that's what he said. I just want to know, like, where was there going to be that decisive moment that United was just going to break down?
I'll answer that question for you, Ryan, but I'm going to throw it away. Senzo had his hand up there. Senzo, you want to answer the question to Ryan?
No. You can, Paulo.
Okay. I don't think you're ridiculous. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to be a clever dick here, but
I'm just being genuine.
I don't think you're ridiculous because it comes in a lot of hype. You're so clever. It'll be out of his control, but we've seen Glazers kill Bambi before, right?
Yes.
To cover their own backs.
David Moyes,
they did it with Solskjaer. She never got the job in the first place.
Yeah.
Louis van Gaal, after winning FA Cup, they will do it. They don't care. They need to save face, right? And I think if they'd lost to Liverpool,
bad, hey?
I mean, I think you're counting down the games.
That's what I was.
I honestly think you're counting down games.
5-6, you would have got rid of him.
I think he would have walked away. I got a feeling he would have walked. He would have walked on his own
accord. You know what's
accord.
going to happen to us? We're going to get Zidane or something stupid.
So then I'll throw it to you, Ryan. At what point did Chelsea lose faith with Tuchel and pull the trigger on him?
Yo, that's a difficult one.
Because Ten Hag gets a season. I think he will get a season. They give him his players, right? Tuchel's been there. He's been there a season and a half, and Tuchel has history of falling out with people.
Yeah, I've heard.
Everyone falls out at PSG, no problem.
When he leaves, he crashes and burns.
He's fell out at Dortmund, right? So he's a season and a half. If this transfer window closes,
he's complaining about he didn't get targets
with the squad as it is, and maybe just Aubameyang through the door, he's not a happy guy.
He isn't. He says you haven't given me anything to compete with.
So Ryan, when does we trigger Tommy Tuchel?
I would love to know because I don't know the new management. I don't know how long they would give him because the thing is, Todd Bowie just came in. He has no experience in any Premier League football. This is his first. I don't know if you've been seeing him at the matches. He's having the time of his life right now
because he's sitting in Roman seats.
Because I mean, he paid $4 billion, and there wasn't even he's not even worried about that. And so now it just makes me think: would he be given 2 seasons, 3 seasons? Like how long? I think Tuchel would walk away before he would get fired.
Yeah, I think we spoke about it in the preview of going. We know how Roman reacted,
but also isn't Tuchel negotiating a new contract?
I think he did.
Could go sign.
But I'm saying, I think he would walk away before he would.
Yeah, I know we didn't agree on our contract, and then whatever.
I mean, after that Tottenham thing, because he also got a red card.
Yeah, of course, because he was being silly,
and he got charged £45,000.
Yes, because they're being kids.
No, I agree, but I'm saying like that. I didn't even. That was unprovoked. And why? Why did he have to do that?
The man's under pressure. The man's under stress.
Hot, boy.
I'm telling you,
if it's getting hot now.
He's hoping. Right, we start September 1. I got Aubameyang. I've got De Jong. I've got Rafael. I've got Gordon.
I've got depth.
I got my guys.
I'm trying stuff.
He's happy. If we start September 1 and he doesn't have those, that is a face like thunder around those players.
That's it.
So let's see, will he act like a spoiled brat? Listen, will he see out the full group stage of the Champions League? Happened yesterday. Senzo and I, we had other distractions. We were looking at Europa League, which we will touch on. Ryan, Chelsea end up in a gimme group. Milan, Salzburg, and Dinamo.
You should qualify top.
You got to, right?
No, we have to win our group. I think that's easy money. No, I'm genuine about it. I think
so. Let's go through bit by bit. I mean, that group, Chelsea's Group E, is really nothing to talk about. Because it is
a walkover.
You know, and I think this kind of happens in the Champions League, that the group stages are a little bit of a joke. Champions League's phenomenal once we get to knockouts. Group stages is just a little bit of a procession. Group A, Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, and Rangers.
Liverpool got it easy.
Liverpool and Ajax.
Yeah, well, Ajax have had this squad pulled apart. I mean, Napoli, have you seen Faradona, the young Georgian kid?
Faradona.
Oh, my word. That guy is something else. Okay, look, could just have a good start. But Napoli are doing some clever things there.
Yeah, they are.
They smashed Napoli last time.
That was last time. That was last time. You know, Napoli have had a little bit of they've just had to have a bit of a reboot.
Yeah,
you know, Insigne went out. Dries Mertens, he's still there.
Gone.
He's gone. So I think it's just that little bit of an old guard, changing of the guard. I don't think it's bad for them. Osimhen is as good a striker, I think, as there is in Europe. Glasgow Rangers, good to see them back. I think 12 seasons they haven't been in the group stages. Yeah. All is a tough game. All is a vibrant game. I don't think it's tough. I mean, God, like a South African player got into the Rangers squad not so long ago. Like, that's not, you know, the standard can't be too high. Exactly. Before you even talk about the quality of Scottish League. Group B, Porto and Atletico Madrid seem to like constantly be with each other.
Oh, it's a brawl. Remember what happened last time?
I know.
Leverkusen's been looking a little bit aggressive lately. So
now looking good. And obviously Club Brugge. I believe
Bruges.
that's, no, Brugge.
As a Brugge.
Brugge, that's how you say it. Yeah, we're going to... Porto, Atletico Madrid, I just love the feistiness. Sergio Conceição, you gotta love Sergio Conceição. I'll tell you the story, right? Sergio Conceição, 2 of his sons, right, go through the Porto Academy, get to a point they're good enough to be in the first team, plays both of them. One scores a winning goal, like have a good season. They sold his one son to Ajax without even telling him. He didn't even know. So he is angry.
I'm sure.
He is angry, of course, man. Porto cheating their way to a 3-0 victory over Sporting last week. Group C, that's where the action's going to be. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Lewandowski back to Germany, and a little matter of sulky Romelu Lukaku and his Inter-team floating around.
Yeah. That's the group of death, easily.
And poor Victoria Pleasant.
Oh, yeah.
They're just going to catch belting.
They're just there for vibes. They're just Victor
they get
vibes.
to go tour the San Siro, the Allianz, and the Giuseppe Meazza.
But jokes aside, right? Listen, every
Camp Nou, sorry.
Every Spotify Camp Nou. Oh, really? Don't forget Spotify Camp Nou. You know, jokes aside, like all of these groups, you kind of see your 2 favorites. Out of those 3, no, I don't think Inter are at the level of Bayern and Barcelona yet. I think Bayern walk that group.
You think? I think Barca top.
Interesting. Yes, interesting.
That's a very. I think it's a very interesting one.
They've got good players.
With
Barca have
Barca's
good
new
players.
I mean, did you see that Koundé got registered now without having to pay the fee?
Oh well.
I mean, come on, guys. We got to get our friends from La Liga Africa on and go, guys.
Come on, bro.
What is happening here?
You guys, come on, Ox.
Is that the first time this has happened? It's got to be.
Listen,
come on.
When you are a company, we said it before we started recording, when you are a football club that sells your own company back to yourself just to show that money's moved, I mean, you're dodgy as shit. Group D, maybe the group of Cristiano Ronaldo, Eintracht Frankfurt, Europa League champions, Tottenham, Sporting, and Marseille. It's a battle for second there, I think. I fancy Tottenham in the Champions League. I think they're going to push quite far. Hopefully Sporting can get something there with the goals of Ronaldo, but Marseille with Eric Bailly, human chaos factor. Yeah. In a club that is human chaos factor.
Waiting to go wrong.
Group F, Real Madrid, Leipzig, Shakhtar. Good to see them back. They're going to be playing the games in Warsaw. And Celtic. 2 Scottish teams in the group stage of the Champions League. That's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
That's been a while we have had that. I mean, listen, if you don't know the story of Rangers, just like how they fell, a great club like that, just completely decimated, dropped down to the lowest division. They disappeared.
Yeah.
Is Rooney still manager?
Rooney's out in America.
Is he in America?
Yeah. Again, I've got to check that Coke of yours. I think they're expired. Ron, I think they're expired.
Are you okay, bro? Drink water, bro. That's why you drink water.
Listen, so Real Madrid, right? We saw Benzema getting some or other shiny bauble yesterday. I don't know what that was for, right?
Did he get the
What was
shirt?
it looked like a heart.
Oh, it's a shirt thing. No, it's
Yeah,
the
is it a
shirt.
shirt?
So it's a UEFA Champions League Player of the Season last season.
Okay, deserved.
100%.
Right.
He carried Madrid.
So that's an interesting thing you say there, right?
He's taking Ballon d'Or.
So Real Madrid win on, and it's not a bad shout, Real Madrid win the Champions League on muscle memory, right? You got Modric, Kroos, Casemiro, the first one broken out of that. Defensive masterclass in that final, waiting for Benzema. Vinny Jr. is something interesting over there, right? They're trying to refresh Tuchel, the other friend, Chalmeni, so, and Kamavinga, right? They're trying to reinvent, but ultimately it's Benzema got to pull them through because
Benzema carried everybody.
Who else is their striker? Hazard.
Oh, Hazard can't buy. Hazard, his confidence is shattered.
You know what I mean? It's so bizarre. I still think they're favorites for La Liga.
Yeah.
Right? But you just don't know with Real Madrid, like the spirit of that team. It is purely a thing that I think for so many people they've
got a hell of a coach, hell of a manager,
hell of a coach. And listen, they're Real Madrid.
It's
just like I think in that crunch moment, if you're an opposition team with a bit of doubt,
and it's Champions League, and you have to burn about.
You look at those white shirts,
and you just see Los Blancos.
Yeah. So Shakhtar Donetsk, obviously we love that story. I mean, the Ukrainian league just started, I think, this week.
Yes.
They started playing games again. Group G, Manchester City, Sevilla, Borussia Dortmund, Haaland going back, and Copenhagen. Sevilla are going to do shit. City are walking this group.
Easy.
Dortmund won't even put up a fight. Right. They didn't even get through their group last season. They had an easier group.
Yeah.
And they didn't make it through. Do Manchester City. So let me get into talk about Group H, right? Okay. Group H has got PSG, Juventus, nice tie there. Benfica always upset things.
Di Maria.
Maccabi Haifa.
It's going to be emotional for
Di Maria derby, all three of his teams in there. I didn't even notice that. PSG, Juventus, Benfica, all three of his teams in there. Maybe should have just thrown in Manchester United to finish it off. Yeah. If anyone remembers that. Okay, so in those groups we got Juventus are a little bit all over the place. I can't quite. You
can't gauge them,
right? They're weird. Vlahovic doesn't look like it. I just don't know. Pogba injured, no idea, but I don't know. They just don't look it. Is this a season that either Manchester City or PSG take it? It's got to be, right? One of them has got to.
Because they've got the most stability. Well, no, PSG.
PSG's falling apart.
City, this is your time. This is your time. You won't get a better opportunity.
I mean, Ryan, City have...
they have to.
Pep's reinventing the way he plays again because he never played with a number 9. Got him.
I agree. I think Chelsea...
it's a statement.
If we get Chelsea right, they have a chance.
He's got no problem.
Senzo.
Come on.
I got to check this fucking Coke, man.
That's why No, come.
He just said if Chelsea get it right.
If we can get a striker, fix our midfield.
You have to fix too many things. City are done.
Too many things.
No, I know.
Business is done at City.
City's running.
Okay, Ryan, let's go with this. What if Chelsea get Ronaldo? Say last minute, fucking brain fart, let it all happen and Chelsea get Ronaldo.
I don't think it'll fix it, but it may help in terms of goal scoring.
There's too many maybes, don't you think?
Yeah. No,
there's too many maybes. A coach that's volatile, don't have a striker, aging midfield.
It has to be City's time.
I'm not doubting my coach.
He's Team Tommy.
I trust Tuchel. I have no doubts in my coach. I trust Tuchel. Tuchel at the wheel all the way. I'm not even worried.
Well, the last coach, Ole was at the wheel. We all believed in him and his little blue eyes. Team Tommy. Okay, so PSG, listen, PSG, completely different change of tack. They've stopped with the superstar. A lot of insanely sensible signings. The latest one is they're trying to get Bernardo Silva. Ander Herrera, they've let him go. It's looking sensible. Renato Sanchez, they're looking sensible. Mbappe throwing a few tantrums. Seems to be unchecked. Have you guys seen some of the stuff on Mbappe's behavior, Senzo?
Oh, man. That's what happens when you give a 22-year-old 1.7 million euros a week and you give him sporting directorship.
No, you're being funny about that, but he's genuinely asked for that now. He's genuinely gone to the club. He wants a piece. He wants to be on the board of directors.
Are you serious? Like LeBron style? This is what he's after now, right?
No, this is he. I think it was after his fight with Neymar. He said, "I want in."
So
I was like, yo.
that is such a weird and dangerous territory to be in, right?
It is.
And are you that desperate to keep Mbappe?
No.
That's
I
PSG.
would have sold him to Madrid.
I would have sold him to Madrid as well.
Get my money.
So here's something here, right? I wanna get you guys thought on. It's a bit more geopolitical question, but
Yeah.
so obviously this year World Cup's in Qatar, and it's been this long kind of procession towards Qatar and all the things that go with it, right? We're not going to get into that. We know the things go. And there's obviously massive investment into football teams, right? So PSG and not Qataris, but into Man City, right?
Mm-hmm.
If this year, with the World Cup happening, which was kind of like end game, right? Kind of like phase 1,
Sure.
Project 2022.
Yes.
World Cup showcase, everyone's happy, loves the World Cup. We've got these 2 premium teams, whatever. If neither of those win the Champions League this year, which I cynically think all of this was part of a plan,
There's no such like.
do one of them lose interest and go, I'm out?
Yeah.
It's an interesting thought, isn't it, Ryan?
No, it isn't an interesting thought.
Yeah.
It's a very
I'm
cynical
sitting here
thought.
thinking about it.
You know, it's a very cynical thought of going, it was all building till 22. One of them wins the Champions League, right? I understand they're different. I get it, right? I'm not that
We've
stupid.
cashed in.
And just go, you know what? We've done what we need to do. We had the World Cup.
We've cashed in.
Even if one wins the Champions League, maybe they go, cool, that's what we wanted. Got World Cup. One of our teams won a Champions League, or,
Yeah.
you know, this kind of like whole thing we're after. We're out. Cheers. Thank you. Who can buy those teams? Who buys City? Who do you sell City and PSG to? Interesting. It's interesting we raise it. Listen, if anyone's interested, we're just going to go through the Europa League groups. Arsenal and PSV, Group A, Group B, nothing really jumps out at me. Group C, Roma and Real Betis. That's going to be interesting. Mourinho wants the titles. He wants trophies.
Yeah. That's what we got
Group
him for.
E, have to go down all the way to Group E for Manchester United with Real Sociedad and FC Sheriff. Them of gangsters beating Real Madrid.
Gangsters.
Funniest story. I mean, that is legitimately
Gangsters.
started by KGB secret police, that football club. Lazio and Feyenoord in Group F. And the rest of the Group G, Group H, nothing really interesting there. You know, Europa League is shit until the knockouts as well. It really is. It's a slog until the knockouts. And but we'll be there every step of the way. Fantasy football time. Fantasy Premier League. It's the only league that counts.
Oh, yes, it is.
Only league that counts.
Guys, football's broken.
It's too late. We made it broken.
Yeah,
Fans like
we
us.
broke it.
We made it broken because they want to appeal to us. They want our TV subscriptions. We broke it. We're guilty.
Absolutely.
Right. Oh, Ronaldo trending, guys. Just as I switch over, Ronaldo's trending. He wasn't when we started.
Is this a Senzo moment?
No. It's Ronaldo. I mean, this is how ridiculous Ronaldo is, right? One Instagram post, 500,000 likes. Keep training, keep focused.
You know, he's the most followed athlete in the world.
Most followed person on Instagram in the world.
Oh,
yeah, a
as
person.
well.
Person. Yeah.
Wow.
Person. Even bigger than Kardashian. He hasn't had to show his vagina once. Okay, gents.
Good on him.
How's your fantasy league teams doing? Where are you guys sitting in your respective leagues?
Oh, God.
Can I just make can I just point something out from this week? You know, it's been a tough week and dare I say it, because it was actually what an impressive performance. Saint Maxima is my top scoring player on my team.
Oh,
with
but
13 points.
But
That's what Haaland got last week or the week before.
cash out on him, man, because that's
it.
You think so?
That's the big game. It was the City game. They're playing Wolves this weekend. He doesn't have to show up for Wolves. Okay, maybe he gives one big game for Wolves before the transfer window closes. Once transfer window closes, you see Saint Maximin for shit.
It's a wrap.
What a game, though.
Well done to you for having him for his one of 3 good games a season. Well done.
I keep him because he's like, I don't want to say he's an average player, but I get decent points from them.
Nice to have on the bench. Nice differential. Yeah. Nice first sub, I think.
He's not that bad. But wow, what a performance from Newcastle this weekend.
Yeah, listen, that was top class stuff. Senzo, How good was my call on Gùndogan? I told you
That
guys.
was unbelievable.
Mentioned it earlier. I told you. Gundogan streaks. He stays in my team. I don't take him out. City is always such a pain in the ass fantasy league team because Pep rotates so much. He says he's not going to rotate till the Champions League, so get them in while you can.
Well, this brings me to my burning question that I've had for Senzo since our last podcast.
Sure.
Did you bring Ronnie in?
Ronaldo.
Oh, he went big on Ronaldo.
Because you
He
said
called
in the last
Ronaldo.
podcast,
No,
you said
I
I'm
didn't
bringing
bring
him
him.
in. You
I
didn't bring him in.
Well done. I thought about you.
No, I'm over it.
Where's your WhatsApp picture?
Yeah, actually.
I got to see your WhatsApp picture.
Go ahead.
Is it still Ronaldo?
Nope.
Senzo is a grown ass man. And
What is it?
oh no, it's not Ronaldo anymore.
What is it a picture of?
It's not Ronaldo anymore. It's a lovely photo of Senzo and his lady, but is not
Ronaldo.
Not Ronaldo. Okay.
Did she,
Also,
did she tell you to do that?
no, bro. Ronaldo might be going.
It's a lot of money
it's
for a
a lot
maybe.
on him, eh? It's a lot on him.
It's a lot of money for a maybe. Okay, so listen, guys, my team, I'm keeping Gùndogan in. I'm not changing that out. Jack Harrison is a very cheeky little fantasy league player.
Is he?
He caused a lot of trouble for Chelsea. He's causing if Leeds do something, he's usually involved.
Yes.
Right? You want to get him in. James Ward-Prowse for once. He's one of those players never does anything for me. Got an assist. I'm going to keep him in against United. I'm just going to keep him in because United will let in goals. United
Now that we aren't a clean sheet team.
and if Southampton score, he's going to do
We
something.
aren't a clean sheet team, and that's something you have to accept. Like,
Guys-
do you want to win or do you want clean sheets?
What do you think I should do with Kulusevski? He's a lot of money. He's not done much other than the opening
How
game.
much is he?
8.1 million. It's a lot of money, and I'm carrying Salah at the moment because you're carrying Salah.
Yeah.
But
I would have dropped Salah this weekend.
Oh,
But yeah,
Bournemouth.
At least he came in.
Bournemouth at
Hat-trick.
Anfield after a shit game.
Flaming a hat trick.
That is a hat trick for the children, for the babies.
It's written there.
That is a hat trick for the babies. But Senzo, what do we do here? Because a lot of us have Haaland as well, and City are playing Palace at home. So
Leave Haaland in.
Yeah,
no, but who do we captain? Salah or Haaland, right?
this is what I was going to say because I've captained Haaland since we started, and the last 2 weeks haven't been that great. The first one was a cracker.
Gentlemen.
Time, Senzo.
City are playing at home. They've got a focal point. How many chances do you think Haaland's going to get?
Yeah, man. But Palace aren't a pushover.
Watch City.
They got the spirits of Patrick
Oh.
Vieira in them.
Oh,
So you think Salah, Haaland over Salah as captain?
yep.
Sure.
Pep, like that's their blip. Watch City go 15. That's their blip. Bernardo said he's not going like 15.
I don't know. I'll check on the status of the witch in the morning when I make that final decision. Ryan, are you went in on Gabriel Jesus as well?
Yeah, I've had him from the start.
Did you keep him in?
You have to.
I have to.
You
Because
go.
Arsenal's nothing without him. I've come to realize.
He's hot.
I
He
think,
is
right now.
so hot right now.
yeah, I think Jesus is pushing 20 goals this season,
Yeah.
Easy.
no doubt.
He's the front
Because he's
runner
got
of
his
Arsenal.
freedom as well. Like he's got his freedom. He's,
He
you know
is
what I
to
mean?
Arsenal what Haaland is to City.
Nah.
He is to Arsenal what Haaland is to see.
Nah.
Yeah, no. As a focal point, as the guy who dictates the
He's-
pace, as the guy sets your team,
He's
100%.
the guy.
No, but we all know who sets the pace of that team, though.
Who?
It's Kevin's team, guys.
Kevin De Bruyne.
It's Kevin De Bruyne's team.
No, but the hype around Haaland is what I'm saying. You know, Haaland was the main focal point of this season.
Look, Haaland
And
has to
so
fit.
when Jesus came in, when Haaland came in, everybody brought him in the same way. He's leading. I
Look,
don't want to say Haaland's leading.
No, Haaland's not leading.
No.
Haaland is part of a system now.
So, let's put it this way.
Jesus is having more free reign over Arsenal.
Okay, so is Haaland more important to City than Jesus is to Arsenal?
No.
So Jesus is more important to Arsenal than Haaland is to City.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's the,
Do City win without Haaland?
Yes.
yes.
Other way, no, I don't think so. Right. It's Arsenal
No.
don't play like this without Jesus.
No,
Yes.
no, I agree with you 100%. But that's what I was trying to say. Like the hype around Haaland, because Haaland was a hot topic for months. And when he came to City, that was massive. If he had gone anywhere else, it would have been way bigger. But the fact that he went for 45 minutes.
Who's a more massive piece for their team? Is it Haaland or is it
No,
Jesus?
no, Jesus. But that's what I'm saying. Arsenal, that is the man for Arsenal right now.
No, he is the man for Arsenal. But
when Lacazette came, he got a similar sort of hype, but he flopped on that super
but
hard. Jesus is the man.
Because you're missing my point. Because like now, Jesus now, he's tactically disciplined. I mean, under Pep, you have to be.
Yeah.
He's tactically disciplined. He's got that education down. Now he's got he's a national ball player. He can he's a striker as well. You know what I mean?
You know the thing with Jesus, what you've noticed is that I felt
More freedom.
Yeah, exactly. When he played for City, he'd come on, normally chasing the game. Yeah, not his position. Even if he scored, he's not guaranteed to start next week.
Yeah.
And you could see that. Now he does. I'm playing. If I'm fit, I play. Right? Even if I'm not scoring, I'll play. That's how. Right? And kind of that freedom now goes, oh, I can actually play a ball. So even if he's not scoring, he's going to make his movement, whatever. You know why I'm hating on Kulusevski on this Arsenal point?
Sure.
Is because of Kulusevski, I couldn't bring Odegaard. Scored 2 goals.
And Odegaard's hot right now.
And I'm hating on that. So, is that the move I make? Kulusevski out for Odegaard.
Yeah. Who are still playing?
Do you think? I think Odegaard's gone too early. Arsenal are playing Fulham at home.
Underrated today.
Fulham at home. They're gonna smash them.
Easy. Although I do see Mitrovic getting a cheeky 1 or 2.
4-1.
So who puts Mitrovic in their team?
Mitrovic's still in my team.
You guys got Mitrovic. Right. Ryan, as the Chelsea supporter, why do I keep James in my team? Reece James, why do I keep him in?
Because he's a goal scorer.
Okay.
He's definitely, he will be the one. He's always just there. He's making
involved.
The runs. He's
involved.
I would say of anyone in Chelsea to keep in, I'd say Reece James.
Yeah, he's involved.
Even if he plays in the back three.
Yeah.
He's the most involved.
100%.
Okay. Then the next one I want to ask is Joao Cancelo versus Trent.
Joao Cancelo.
Yeah.
That Trent myth is busted, guys.
Think so, fraud. You think he's on fraud watch?
Oh, definitely.
But I said this long ago.
No, you did. And the thing is,
long ago.
7.5 million? That's crazy,
It's
man.
because he takes great free kicks. He's good on set pieces. That
To be
you
honest,
guys
Van Dijk is
overlook his defensive frailties.
Which is true. So do we keep out Trent until Darwin Núñez is back, so he's got somebody to aim at? Because there's no one to aim at.
Yes.
I mean,
That's true, though.
that front line is short as shit,
Yeah.
right? Get Darwin Núñez back.
Oh, you'll see Trent flourish.
Okay, so let's hold on to that. Okay,
And then
Ryan.
you got Thiago there. Just control the tempo. Easy.
Ryan, give me an update on your goalkeepers. What are you doing? Dean Henderson's been good for me.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Also, Dean Henderson, he's a decent keeper. He's at a team that's not expected to do much, so he's gonna make saves.
He's already saved a penalty this season.
He's gonna make saves.
I've still
Home
got,
against Spurs.
I've still got.
He's getting blown
Ederson
away.
in, but
He's getting blown away.
this is the
Who's that, Ryan?
Ederson.
Oh, right.
From City. Yeah, I still got him in. But the thing is, this weekend, obviously, I didn't maximize that. Normally, that man doesn't even touch a ball.
Who is Edison?
Yeah.
Then why would you have him in your team?
Huh? What? For
He's got the
Fulham,
best season. He's got the best season tickets in the whole of Europe.
No, but that's a guaranteed 6 then.
Yeah, but it's a lot of money.
For a guy that doesn't make any saves.
But I mean,
He's got 70% of the ball every game. It's boring.
Well, listen, Ryan sounds like he's got a stacked team, so I think he's been frugal. He's been
But
frugal.
now, I think I'm going to hold him for one more game because I'm just not sure, like, especially after this.
Sure, he's going to get a clean sheet.
No, he'll get a clean sheet, but he often also gets a bonus. He'll get like 1 or 2 bonus. Generally about 1. So he's a nice guaranteed 6.
Okay, Ryan, give me where are you sitting in your best league? Because we all belong to multiple leagues. Where are you sitting in your best one? I'll tell you while you find that out. In my league, I'm sitting second, 6 points behind number 1, 2 points behind number 3. But I'm starting to build some distance between everyone else from that. Beyond solid start to the season, posting over 50s, 3 games in a row. And I changed my name. I had 11 Haag. I lost faith in him. I'm not going back. Where do you sit in your best league, Ryan?
So by the way, I have tried to create a league for us. I've been struggling to get it working. I don't know why.
I know it's a pain in the ass. I don't know. You need
anyway.
fucking be an actuarial scientist to do that shit.
It's so annoying. But anyway, so Senzo and I belong to us. Are you in the group, Senzo?
Yeah.
In our friendly FPL group, which consists of about 61 teams, I, for the first time, I'm 23 right now with 180 points.
Oh, but that's not bad though.
No, I don't think so.
That's not bad.
This last week I got
Wow.
48 points, which was my worst week so far. Senzo, where are you sitting in that group in the FPL?
Don't even think I even entered that group, like, because there's a lot going on in that group. But like,
That sounds like a man who's sitting at the bottom.
How many points do you have
I've got
altogether?
show you.
Because I've got 180, so I'm sitting comfortably. at
180 is
20.
pretty average. It's 60 a week. That's pretty average.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
No,
I'm
it's not
119. Not good.
You're
At all.
119. Oof.
Okay, so that's
Don't
the,
take any advice from Senzo.
that's the stink. That's the stink in here. All right.
Guys, one swallow does make a summer.
All right, gents. I wish you luck in your fantasy league this week. We wait for the double game points, the double game weeks, and the triple captain.
That's right.
In general, Ryan, what are you looking forward to most this football weekend?
Looking forward to getting our dignity back. God. It's such a thing. Like, you know, when you make fun of United losing 4-0 to Brentford and you come through with a 3-0 to Leeds. It's one of the reasons why I love the Premier League, because so many different things can happen. But
Jamie Vardy, chat should get banged, bro.
And listen, the next time we do the show, all the squads would have been settled down. The transfer window would have been slammed shut. Will Ryan get all the players he feels he needs, or will he be a sad Tommy Tuchel on the other side of September? Senzo, what are you looking forward to this weekend?
I just want to see how United just back this win up against Liverpool, and yeah, we'll take it from there.
Southampton. We go back. Southampton. Thank God the Dell is gone. 'Cause we used to
Oh.
get fucked up
By Matt Letizia, one-man army.
on the regular. Gents, thank you for joining me. This is Working Title FC. Find us on mainly Spotify.
yes.
Mainly Spotify. That's where you got to look out for us. Share it with your friends. Follow us on all the socials. Working Title FC. It's different on all of them. It's just Working Title FC. If you got a name for us, give us a name. Someone said, "Shut the fuck up, FC." I'll take it. It's different.